Hi, I'm Juliet from Hidden Angel Records and Hidden Angel Publishing. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you will visit my website at www.hiddenangel.net, where you can see other videos and read my lyrics, and there's a store and you can buy books and CDs and all sorts of things, and all of them are downloadable. This is a song I wrote called Midgard, and I hope you enjoy it. I passed the old woman with glasses walking. You're on the right path, she says. Keep on going, I am the Lord. This is one of my disguises. In my dreams I grabbed a swarm of maggot flies as I reached into my soul. The guy with the weird eye is here. He watches me like a hawk. He sees the worms inside of me as I try to run but walk. He's a mighty man and you can't do that, as he plays with the worms like pets. Just face them, you'll be okay. And Midgard shows his face again. I sure don't see him as my friend. I am surrounded, there's no end. Your help, please send. Searching for my truth with him in a cabin beside the road. Lots of people here trying to help me ease my load. A woman in pink, her baby dropping things, says you have to keep on trying. Someday your soul will sing, and Midgard shows his face again. I sure don't see him as my friend. I must dig deep to reach the end. My soul's mend. And Midgard catches me again. I must dig deep to reach the end. I am obsessed, I must transcend again. Out they come, my worms, they're here. Blame, obsession, self-hate and fear. It's time to weed this wormwood from my fruitful brain. Years under your scrutiny, your mind was wrapped around yourself. But Thor is here and she is crying mutiny. The lady with glasses just looks at me and no longer knows what to say. The guy with the weird eyes turned and finally walked away. They're bowing out, they've had enough of fruitless tries with me. They've set me free, and Midgard shows his face again. I sure don't see him as my friend. I am surrounded, there's no end. Your help, please send. follows me again. I must dig deep to reach the end. I am obsessed, I must transcend. Where's Thor, my friend? He's bearing down, but I defend. My digging trades me to transcend. I kiss his face, he is my friend. My soul God mends. My soul God mends. My soul God mends. My soul God mends. So this song, Midgard, that I wrote started as a few different dreams that I had, and I have a habit of keeping a notebook in my bed, and if I have a dream that's interesting or weird, I try to write it down right then so I don't forget it. And in one of my dreams, there was an old woman walking along with glasses, and she said to me, "Keep on going. I'm the Lord. This is one of my disguises." And the line about the guy with the weird eye is kind of based on a couple of different people that I worked with over time. One was a professor at college, and one was a teacher that I worked with. And the overarching theme of this whole song is based on worms, because when I bought this house 19 years ago, it was basically buzzing with activity. It's a log cabin. And I discovered it had mice, and pretty soon it had carpenter ants and carpenter bees, and I had to have all this work done, and there was rot, and oh my God, there was mice everywhere. And the following spring, I would go down to the basement and see this pile of mealy worms and disgusting stuff that was underneath where the plumbing would have been for the bathroom. So I cleaned it up, and the next day there was more, so I cleaned it up. And I had a principal that was a fisherman. He said, "Well, I'll use the mealyworms for bait, so bring them to me." And I was bringing them just like tons of them every day. He said, "I'm never going to fish this much, so you probably have a mouse's nest, and you need to get in there, and you need to clean it out." So I rolled up my sleeves and took out the drywall, and was this disgusting, horrible experience of dog food and cat food and junk and dirt and hair and worms alive, just wiggling. So kind of your basic horror movie, but I cleaned it out and I got rid of it. And a friend of mine said, you should make everything that you deal with a song. So I did. So I wrote Midgard based on that. And I had done some research on Norse folklore, and in the folklore there is a Midgard serpent, and they throw him into the sea, and he's so big he surrounds the town. And there is some sites that say that the town was Midgard, but the site I looked at said the Midgard serpent. So my serpent's named Midgard. And Thor is another god that battles him, and I guess they both die. But in my song, Thor is a strong woman who can overtake him. So there. So this is my song, and in the end, God heals me. And the worm also represents my inner critic, who can be pretty nasty and is following me around to tell me all the mistakes I made and all the things I do wrong and everything else. And but in the end, the way that I end it, it's that the critic has me look at certain things, but he allows me to turn to God and heal myself. And in the end, God heals me. So, and mends my soul. So this is one of my favorite songs. And I hope you enjoyed it, because here it is again. past, she says. Keep on going, I am the Lord. This is one of my disguises. In my dreams I grabbed a swarm of matted flies as I reached into my soul. The guy with the weird eye is here. He watches me like a hawk. He sees the worms inside of me as I try to run but walk. He's a mighty man and you can't do that, as he plays with the worms like pets. Just face them, you'll be okay. And Midgard shows his face again. I sure don't see him as my friend. I am surrounded, there's no end. Your help, please send. Searching for my truth with him in a cabin beside the road. Lots of people here trying to help me ease my load. A woman in pink, her baby dropping things, says you have to keep on trying. Someday your soul will sing, and Midgard shows his face again. I sure don't see him as my friend. I must dig deep to reach the end. My soul's mend. And Midgard catches me again. I must dig deep to reach the end. I am obsessed, I must transcend again. Out they come, my worms are here. Blame, obsession, self-hate and fear. It's time to weed this wormwood from my fruitful brain. Years under your scrutiny, your mind was wrapped around yourself. But Thor is here and she is crying mutiny. The lady with glasses just looks at me and no longer knows what to say. The guy with the weird eyes turned and finally walked away. They're bowing out, they've had enough of fruitless tries with me. They've set me free, and Midgard shows his face again. I sure don't see him as my friend. I am surrounded, there's no end. Your help, please send. And Midgard follows me again. I must dig deep to reach the end. I am obsessed, I must transcend. Where's Thor, my friend? He's bearing down, but I defend. My digging trades me to transcend. I kiss his face, he is my friend. My soul God man. soul God mends, my soul God mends, my soul God mends. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this song. Please check out other videos on my YouTube channel and go to hiddenangel.net and check out other videos and songs and song lyrics. And you can go to my store and buy CDs or books. And I have books on flash drive, and everything is downloadable. So I hope you'll visit it, and thanks for visiting, and have a great day. Bye.